Hi, my name's Alissa Garcia, and today I'm here with Derek Eichelberger, one of the partners of Schneider Wealth Management Advisors, to talk about estate planning. How are you today, Derek?
Great. How are you?
Good. Derek, why is estate planning so important?
Yes, there's a number of reasons why an estate plan is important. I think the biggest one is when you don't have a will or estate plan in order, someone else is determining how your assets are distributed, who takes care of your children, some of the more important things that you'd think about if anything would happen to you. So without that in place, you're really leaving it up to someone else to determine those things.
It's just probably never a good idea.
Not normally, not for most people. Most people aren't comfortable with someone else making the decisions. And when I say that someone else, what I mean is each state has specific rules about how assets are distributed if someone does not have a will. So depending on the state that you live in, those rules will specify how things are distributed and how things go with your children, who takes care of them.
So what are the typical components of an estate plan?
Yeah, every person's situation is unique, but if you talked about kind of the core building blocks, a will, where it's determined how your assets are being distributed or who will take care of your children, guardianship, things like that. A financial power of attorney, so who would take care of your assets if you were to be incapacitated or die, either one of those. And then also a health directive. If you were unable to make medical decisions, who would be in a position to make those for you? So as you can see, fairly important issues to get resolved.
Absolutely. So is an estate plan something that's a one and done, or is this something that you continually review with your clients over the years and make updates as needed?
Yes. So, there's no set time that you'd go back and review it. What I'd say is, if it's been 3 or 4 years since you last reviewed it, it would be good to dust it off and look at it. The other things that would have an impact is if you had any life changes, if you were to get married, or if you were to have a child. And then the last thing would be if there were any significant changes in estate tax law. Congress is always reviewing these things. There's significant changes that can occur, and those changes can impact your estate plan, even if it's already been put in place.
Absolutely. So tax efficiency, you kind of brought that up. That's a big thing for us at Schneider Wealth Management Advisors. We're very concerned about that, whether it's in our investment portfolios or financial planning, estate planning being part of that. Is there anything else that you can elaborate on that would help people to save on tax impact to their family?
Sure. And, an estate plan can really have an impact here. And the estate tax laws can change. And, just to give some background, the government will tax estates of a certain level, and that number changes throughout the years. And so if you have an estate that's in excess of what you can deduct or not be taxed, then you can have some pretty onerous taxes. Currently, the top tax rate is 40%. So it's a pretty rough tax to absorb. So what you can do, and there's different techniques. One of the simplest things you can do is get assets out of your estate, and then they grow out of your estate and aren't taxable upon your death. There's lots of different techniques that can exist here, but simply thinking, if we do things proactively now, you can really reduce the tax burden that would be a part of your estate upon your death.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Estate planning needs are unique to every family, and if you'd like to have a conversation with a Schneider Wealth Management advisor, please contact us at sdwealthmanagement@schneiderdowns.com.